ship this morning, kiss the sunrise with my eyes.
So, obviously the cat shirts are done, so you guys can go snag that up on the website. And today I have a special guest, Gaby from Okito.
Well, hello, hi.
So stupid.
Whoa. What's up, man?
How's it going?
I'm good, man. Chilling.
Gaby, if you guys don't know, he has a brand called Okito. Can you describe what Okito is?
So Okito is something I started in my room. It was about 2014 when I started it, and it was just something that I wanted to make for a long time. Cut and sew clothing that I could make for myself. I really wanted to represent my roots, where I'm from, and I'm from Congo Africa, and I use the Okapi here. It is only found in the Congo, and I thought that was the best thing to represent my brand. So when people saw it, they could just, connect it to my homeland, where I'm from. So mostly Okito brand is cut and sew menswear. I mean, the cool thing about it, with cut and sew, you can make anything, It's not like where you need a t-shirt and you screen print and that's all you're limited to. With cut and sew, you can make whatever you want. Like when you hit me up, it's like, hey Gaby, I want to make this t-shirt. I was like, let's make it happen, you know?
Gaby was one who helped me out get the shirt, get it all sampled, get it made, and so
here we are,
wearing the shirt.
Yep.
Just a bunch of floating heads.
I love it.
And a lot of people who watch these videos are kind of like crafty DIY people who are either like trying to grow their brand or like their art, or maybe not. But what helped you start, and what made it from like this thought to like an actual thing?
My mother's a seamstress.
Okay.
So growing up, all my clothes were custom made, made from scratch. So it's something that I learned from her. You need to know something, then also use what's around you to expand, what you know. So like if you want to make anything, you can just do a Google search and it will take you to there,
And then you also have all these like huge platforms like Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, whatever, where you can sell stuff now.
Yeah.
So everything's a little bit easier to market, I feel like. How have you used that like in like Okito?
So basically you just have to show your work.
Right.
Everyone starts from the bottom,
Right.
So even if it's something you did in your room, that's how I started. It was literally just like a piece of clothing that I, salvaged to something,
What was that? What was the first thing you made?
My first piece ever was a t-shirt. I mean, of course, I got it cut and sewed, like it was, actually Brian will show to him what it looks like.
Cool.
But it had like these polka dots all over it, and it was just like a block of polka dots, and that was it, and it was what was in my mind. I went ahead and got it made, did all the sizing for it, even the polka dots, measured every single dot, how separate, like how, little things like that, it's possible. It's just your time, and if you really like it, your time doesn't matter, because you just put your time into it.
Right. And for me, like one of the cool things was like with YouTube or wherever I'm putting my art, generally people are like really supportive. It doesn't even matter like if it looks like garbage or something, or like you feel like it does. I don't know. If you're confident about what you're doing, and like you're just doing something what you love, like a lot of time passion and confidence will show through in like your product or whatever you're making, and people will feed off of that rather than like what it even like looks like. Get behind it.
It's exactly true. Like, let's be honest, Brian, there's probably someone that doesn't really mess with your movement, what you do, how you do it, but they're like still following just to see like, wow, here's an example of what I can do with my passion, with what I like, because it doesn't have to be, you can do the same thing with whatever you want to do. You want to be a skateboarder, you want to do, whatever it is. You just have to feed off other creatives, because let's be real, when someone creates something, that's what inspires other people to create. If no one created nothing, then no one's, it's like, I don't do it,
What has been like the high and low for Okito for you?
High and lows, oh man, I mean, we can have a whole segment about high and lows, because there's a lot of fail and there's a lot of success, but I'll say starting out, there's way more failure than success, because you're learning.
Right. And I feel like it's really easy to like get bummed out by all that failure. Because like I feel like that's how it happens. You're just like for the longest time you're just poking at something, trying to get it to stick.
Mm-hmm.
What did you do to get past like the failures and like all like the kind of discouragement of like?
Let's be honest, it doesn't just stop once you get to a certain point. It's
Right.
like, all right,
Like,
well,
we're
no more
still doing
failures.
it.
Like you're always gonna have ups and downs, but it's just how you react to it. Every creative's been through that process, you know. You show your work, something you work super hard on, and it doesn't really hit like you saw.
Mm-hmm.
So then you move on and you learn. But if you don't really try and put yourself in a position to learn and become better, then you're not really helping yourself, because that's what's gonna propel you to the next level or it's gonna keep you down. People always tell me, or people that I've heard, oh, I can't pull this off. It's not it. You know, you have to be, confidence is felt wherever you are. Even if you have people that don't like your stuff, that like your stuff, they can feel it, you know? Like, if you see this jacket that you like, but you're thinking, I can't pull this off, because you're already thinking of what people are gonna think, and it's not for you. So that's one thing. Don't worry about what the next person says. Worry about your gut, you know, because that's how you're gonna love it, because you love it first, not someone else loves it for you to love it.
You were saying that like growing up, you'd have your mom like would make all your clothes. I know when I was little, I would only wear Quicksilver. I was like very particular. Were you ever like, I don't want to wear your clothes, Mom?
No, I mean, it wasn't every single piece of clothing, you know. It was, you know, most, but it was something I enjoyed with her too, you know. Growing up in Africa, she had they call them atelier, which is little workshops.
Okay, with that so you grew up in Africa.
I grew up in Ivory Coast.
When did you move over here?
I moved here in 2001. Moved straight to Logan, Utah, and I mean, Ryan's in Logan. Wait, should I even say that?
Yeah.
You guys can come find them?
Probably.
Okay.
My address.
Yeah, man. Got interested into, you know, just the making aspect of it, of the clothes, you know. And for me, I thought it was normal. I thought every mom made some sort of piece of clothing for their kids or something like that, you know. So it wasn't like, whoa, my mom makes clothing. It was more like, yeah, thanks, Mom. You know, here's a button up, thanks.
So, most important question, last and final question. What's the purpose of life? Why are we here?
All right, so the purpose of life is... one thing that you don't want to do. What that is oh, thank you. So basically the thing you don't want to do that's the key for me. So yeah.
Sweet. The meaning of life. Why we're
Cheers.
here.
I love cats.
Yeah, of course.
You know?
No, I get you. I get you.
Yeah, so stuff like that.
Glass. We're gonna cut this part because I don't know what to say. Right?
The whoa.
The what? The whoa?
Throw it to you. No.
My stomach rolled right now.
It's like.
Just a bunch of floating heads.
Okay, so you can grab the shirt off my website, theboobshmoo.com. And also, the video coming up next Thursday, I'm going to show you guys how to make this little stamp thing. So, stay tuned, I guess. Could be fun. Could be dumb. I don't know.